everybody. Welcome back to another studio vlog for August. Today's the 4th of August. It's the first day of the month that I've been in the studio. Last week was a bit of a heavy week, personally, and just lots of things going on. So I don't think I did any recording of anything that I had accomplished in the studio last week. So I just wanted to catch you up today. I've been invited to a festival on Saturday afternoon this week, and I'm sharing a tent with another artist, a friend of mine, my friend Dorothy. You may know if you've been around the studio vlogs for a while. And so I'll have a table with some of my work on it, and I'll just be chatting with people, and I'm also going to have some little embroidery projects for them to do. So I'm making these little fabric squares that are going to go inside these little hoops, and people will be able to try embroidery, really tiny little heart or flower shape or something like that. I have no idea if people will actually want to do it or not, and it's really just an offering to have for the festival, something interactive that people can try while they're chatting with me, or they don't have to chat with me, they can just sit there and try it and take it home with them. Not the hoop, just the fabric. And what else is going on? Actually, I have a meeting tomorrow with a curator and at a museum for a potential piece that I may be making or submitting for a show that's happening in February. So that is very exciting. That just came out of someone I used to work with who now works there and knows I'm an artist. And so very, very cool connection, career connection building thing happening there. And otherwise this week we're going to go to the beach. I'm not doing full studio schedule right now, and that is just because it's still summertime and my kids are home, and I'm trying to spend time with them and enjoy the summer as best as possible. So I do have a lot of ambition to be here and be working, but it's just not, once they're back in school, I can come 5 days a week if I want. So it really is a thing about just being in the moment and making when I can, but not being too hard on myself to be here and be productive at a time and also hopefully this doesn't mean that the air conditioning is broken again. That's just that one of the other studio occupants here told me he thinks it's because it's the weekend and they turned the air conditioning off on the weekend. I hope that's the case, because it's not pleasant in here. I only have a couple more hours before Dave comes to get me, so I'm not going to worry too much about it being really hot. I'm just going to suffer through it today. But to be honest, this is not pleasant. It's probably the same temperature in here as it is outside. So I think it was going to be 27 degrees Celsius today. It's warm, it's stuffy. It feels difficult to think when you're too warm. But I'm just doing some tasks. I got to get this stuff done, and I just want to be productive. So I'm going to be as productive as I can while I'm here. So I'll show you a bit of what I've gotten up to in the last couple weeks. So the next panel quilt, the symbols are pretty much coming to completion. So this one has got the padding in it and has been backed and put on. And so these two I just finished today with another row of thread. I put another layer just to make the lines a bit thicker, and now I'm happy with them. I think they hold up fine. So sometime later this week or next week, I will be making them into their little kind of pillow shapes and then putting them onto their panel. I don't sew the panels down till I've looked at them and looked at the arrangement of the symbols for a certain amount of time. And then I'm starting on the symbols for the next one. So this is a Inuit kayak, and there'll be 2 other boats that go on this one, and I need to still trace and embroider those symbols. The other the other thing I've been working on, and I think you probably saw me, some footage of that either before or you will see it after this, of me quilting the lines on this. This is actually the back. And so the front of it is just pure white, same as what's been going on before. Last week I created rows and I taped them all off. They're 4-inch square. They're going to be 4-inch square quilted squares on this piece. So I need to, at some point, open this up, and I need to put my second table out to do that. Take all the green tape off, measure, retape, and then sew the lines going the other way to create the grid format on this big piece. And then here's all the fabric that I'm cutting up. I'm using pinking shears to create this edge on these, and that means that they won't fray. And I'm just using up fabric that, that I am happy to give away to people. Hey everyone. I was not good at taking any video of what I did today in the studio. I came after my yoga class, which is rare. I don't usually do that, but the way the week went this week, we went to the beach yesterday, which would normally have been my studio day. So I came today, and I'm preparing for a little festival that I'm attending this weekend where I'm just sharing some of my work with people. So I ended up getting these, this one and this one done today. I haven't attached them yet because I'm just waiting to make sure this is the arrangement that I like, the composition that I like. And then I did finish this at home. So I've got 2 of these done, and then I'm bringing the other one home with me to work on over the weekend because I most likely will not be here again until, I don't even know, actually. I might end up coming Monday afternoon / early evening because my son's in camp next week and things are a little bit up in the air, or I may not be here till next Friday. We shall see how things go for the week, but I think that's the update for today. It's been a bit of a busy week with lots of different things going on, and I had a meeting with a museum that went really well, and they want to feature 2 of my pieces, one that I've already made and one that I'm going to make, for a show that they are doing starting in February of 2025. So I'm very excited about that. It's a great opportunity to work with a curator, and very excited about it. So I've been doing a bit of sketching as well about my ideas for that. The theme of the exhibition is memory, dementia, Alzheimer's, that type of thing. So I am doing a piece about my great aunt, who I've never made a piece about. She lived to be a very, very old woman. She was in her late 90s when she passed away. But one of her biggest fears was to experience get dementia. And I always used to reassure her that if she hadn't gotten it by now, this was in her early 90s, that she wasn't going to get it. But she did end up getting it for the last few years of her life. And that was a part of her life that I was not very present for because I lived out here. I live far away from her. So, so the piece is going to be about the memories, her memories that I carry with me, and the nature of memory being passed down, and how you can carry someone's memories, and they become yours, I guess. So it's still in the early stages, but I'm going to do a similar style to these, where I've got a back panel that has been layered. I actually laid out some fabric here, so you see this lace that I was given. This is a linen panel that's got some holes already in it. Ooh, I don't know there you go. And then this yellow, because she always said, one of her sayings was, life's a bowl of roses. And I always associated those roses visually as being yellow, and I gave her yellow roses several times as gifts. So the yellow roses, I don't know. It's just a thing, an association, I guess. So there will be a bowl of yellow roses in this piece, and there'll be a few other objects as well, and I will be drawing them out and stitching them similarly to how I've been doing these, except of course these are red and white and those will be yellow and white. So that's the plan, and I will check in with you again soon when I've got more to share. I'll definitely show you a bit of the festival this weekend. I gotta remember to film a bit of that for you.
Let's just go from the top. We start with
Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of August, and you can tell that the weather has changed this week. I'm more cozy than I have been the last few weeks. So I didn't check in with you on Monday. I was here, and I got quite a bit done on the new piece that I'm working on for the show I've been curated into in February. And it felt really good to get this done, to like get this base created. And today I'm going to baste these four layers together so that I can start hand stitching this. And I'm going to take this home to do that. And then I'm going to work on another piece that also needs some hand work done on it. It's kind of, because I'm doing less studio hours, it's good for me to have these bigger projects I can take home, because then I can still be kind of facilitating my son's, not just staying on screens all summer, and be working at the same time. But that is coming to an end very quickly. So we have a week and a few days left before they go back to school. And so I will be at a very steady pace at that point. I would say I want to be here at least 3 days a week, maybe 4, going forward in September. And then I also have a retreat that I'm going to in September, later September. So I'll be working without a lot of obligation while at that retreat, which will be interesting. This will be the first time I'm away when the boys are in school. So we'll see how that goes for everybody. And feeling very focused right now on work, feeling very inward. I'm not feeling like being out in the world at this stage. Still very much focusing in on what I'm trying to accomplish and feeling very focused with that. So that's a good feeling to have on this Wednesday morning. So I hope to show you some of what I'm doing today. I think we did buy a GoPro before we went to Hawaii, and I think I'm going to try to bring that and do some filming on that in the studio, because I end up not filming a lot, because if there's other people here in the space, or I'm listening to something and I just want to be focused in on that, because I usually film with my phone. then I tend to not film as much. So I think maybe I need to try to start using the GoPro and use that as like to show what's happening. And that should probably help with me showing you more footage of what I'm doing. Okay, I'll talk to you again soon. Everybody, so I just wanted to check in. I'm actually hitting a wall right now. It's just after 1 o'clock and I'm feeling pretty low energy, but I wanted to tell you what I did today. So I got all the basting done on the newer piece. That is I guess I'll be calling it the memory piece. So this is going to come home with me. This is the O Canada piece, which has the straight lines going one way, and I just taped out all the lines that are going to cross, making all of these into little squares, 4-inch squares. So that's ready to go. Once this one is done, I will continue with this one. And then I just finished the basic outline of the canoe, and it's wet because I just rinsed off all the blue lines that I used for to tell me where to stitch. And so now I think what I'm going to do is work on these for a little bit. I'm going to start filling these lines in with the red thread, and I'm going to do that for, I think I'm only going to stay another hour. Originally I thought I would, stay for till 3, but I'm just feeling tired. I think there's a couple reasons for that. I've had to wake up earlier because Kyan, my oldest son, has been doing his work experience, so he has to be, up and out of the house by a certain time, and so that means I'm up to make sure that happens. And it's also, the week of my period, so I am, my energy is fluctuating, and but I just, I'm not gonna get to come again this week to the studio, and next week Dave is home on vacation, so I probably won't come. I might come one day next week, depending on what he's doing. I might, maybe Thursday or Friday, but Thursday I'll have yoga which I definitely want to go to because it's we're not having yoga this week. I wasn't able to go to yoga last week, and then on the 5th of September, the following week, there won't be any yoga either. So definitely have to go to yoga next week. So yeah, I'm not really sure when I'll be in the studio. I have, like I said, I have work to do at home, so that's great. But yeah, I just feel like I have to make the most of being here. But when I get an energy down, shift like this, it's really hard to like push through that at the moment. I could work on the bed quilt that I'm making for my friend. I could put some black thread in the sewing machine and work on that piece, which has just kind of been sitting there because I think I want to put a whole bunch of zigzaggy stitches on it and just like abstract black stitching. So, but I think I will just work a little bit on the red and then make a decision about whether to head home or not. It's so funny because when I was here on Monday, I was just on such a roll and I really didn't want to leave, but I felt like I should go home because my kids were there and they've been home alone all day and I should go and be with them. Today, I'm not feeling that need. They're fine. They're at home. I just checked in with them, but, just don't have the energy. It's so funny how, your energy shifts. So, it's also a very gray day, and yeah, my first inclination is to go home and have a nap. I also kind of woke up really early today before my alarm, and then I couldn't really get back to sleep, and then so really I've kind of been awake since 5 a.m. So that's probably why I'm feeling like this. So not going to be too hard on myself, but I am going to try to push out another hour and then head home and do some reading and just relax and maybe have a little nap. So that is my update for now. Everybody, I just wanted to check in with you. It's the end of August. Today is the 30th, and I just wanted to let you know that this is the end of this studio log. I ended up taking 2 weeks off of the studio in August, and this week because my husband had some time off, so we did some things together as a family. And I have been slowly working on the new piece that I started, and I've been doing the quilting on that. So I've been doing that at home, and I will be back in the studio next week. I haven't figured out yet if I'm going to go in on Monday or if I'm just going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that next week, but that will all be revealed. It's kind of bittersweet that the summer's coming to an end. This always happens, of course, every year. It always seems very, very short, and the boys are not looking forward to going back to school, but I think that's pretty normal for their age and where they are in school. So yeah, that has been August, and I want to thank you so much for watching, and know that I really appreciate every person that watches these vlogs and takes part in the evolution of my art practice. Overall, this month has been has had some ups and downs, has had some exciting things happen with new commission, like new work and new shows invitations. and some other types of emails of news solicitations of things that have been coming into my art practice, and also a rejection. We did get rejected for the application we sent in, but I wasn't that surprised because, you know, art galleries only have so many spots, and so, you know, I, along with 194 other applicants, were rejected. So that's how it goes. Yeah, so I will see you in the next one, and again, thank you so much for watching.